MMOGA, your gaming specialist with killer prices.
So, hello and welcome to the third round of the Season 2 EGT4M, the European GT4 Master League B. We have today on the Austrian Grand Prix here, the Red Bull circuit. Yeah, during the trainings last week we could see that the field is again very close, and today we are missing right now 2 drivers out of the top 3 in the current championship standings. That's Mark van Hayes and Batty 7, the winner of the last sprint race. And yeah, we had a little rule change after the last race at Blue Moon Bay. So the rule change is only for the sprint race, because now for the sprint race we start in the championship standing turned. So the first of the championship starts from the last spot in the sprint race, and the qualification and the Super Pole is counting for the main race. The main race will be again with the formation lap, so the drivers driving slow the first lap and then heading into the formation before the last 2 corners. Yeah, the drivers are still warming up for the qualification. The qualification duration is about something like 10 minutes, and then the fastest 4 drivers driving then turned the super pole. It's like the flying out lap, the out lap, then the one flying lap, one hot lap, and then at the end the in lap. So every driver from these 4 fastest driver from the qualification have 1 lap to drive in the super pole. So yeah, the qualification will start most probably in a few minutes. The tires available for the qualification are the medium tires, like we see now on Rabauke 87 on his Mercedes SLS. The two winners 2 weeks ago were Batti 7 in the Ferrari. He won the sprint race, and De Ruische, the guy on P3 right now, he was winning the main race last 2 weeks ago. So, and before everything starts here, we jump fast to a circuit experience from the EGT4M. So now it looks like the qualification has started. But we have already a lap time, so I think the reset was not done yet. Now the reset was done. So everything starts now with the qualification. And of course, I'm saying hello to everyone in the stream right now. Thank you for watching the EGT4M League B round 3 here on the Austrian Grand Prix here, the Red Bull Ring or circuit. And yeah, we will see. We have here today only 9 drivers, because Callum has something like internet problem, so we should have around 9 drivers, because 4 drivers are not available today for League B. But we are getting more registrations, and we have to do a few more pre-qualifications during the next week. And yeah, we'll see who will join now the Super Pole. McMullen is the first driver who comes over the finish lane. So last corner, and I think we will drive with him the first lap. So here now the first corner, up the straight. To the Remus corner. Here very hard braking, the hardest braking point on this track. The hairpin Remus corner. Here track limits are the yellow curb on the outside. We are still missing Callum, the leader of the League B. It looks like he has still internet problems. Hopefully he can fix it. Here now through the two Pirelli corner, 2 very fast left corners. Very hard to drive. Then later, when the tires are worn, very much understeering we will see there. The settings for the lobby are multiplicator 3 for tires and fuel. So we will see during the main race around 2 or 3 pit stops again. So on the first lap will be 35-36-3. And De Ruija with 35.9. Simba Laura, on 4th position championship, drives on position 3 right now with a 36.6. Manuel with a 38.0. And the Nameless with an 36.6. Rabauke with a 39.0. Akamako no time till now. So the fastest lap time till now is De Ruija, the driver on. I think he's on 4th position. Yeah, he's on 4th position in the championship. And he's now on position 1. So right now we have De Ruija, McMullen, Simba, Laura and the Nameless in the Super Pole. But I think Callum has joined the lobby right now. So he will go out on track fast as possible to rescue maybe a space or a place in the Super Pole. So the second lap from McMullen will be finished in a second, and it's a 36.4, so a bit slower than the first lap. And now we see De Ruija with, yeah, that lap was slower now. She most probably had a mistake somewhere. Yeah, Simba Laura takes new tires. Maybe that's a strategy for the qualification as well. Maybe to drive the end of the qualification with new tires. And we will see here Callum, the leader of League B, is now on track with his grey golden McLaren GT4, and he's in front of McMullen. So we see now if he can jump into the Super Pole or not. Let's look through the field if somebody could go faster in the second lap. Yeah, Simba Laura was in pit, we saw that. The Nameless on position 4 right now. Manuel in the Hyundai on 5. On 6 we have Rabauke. On 7 Darky, one of the newcomers in the EGT4M. He made the pre-qualification last week and qualified for the League B. McMullen now also in pit. And De Ruija with a new fastest lap with a 35.713, so a pretty decent lap right now. But we'll look now what Callum can do. Let's see if we get sector times. Now through the Pirelli corners. Yeah, hello Mike. Welcome to the stream here for League B, round 3 on the Red Bull Ring. Last corner, and it's a new, no, it's on position 5, so it's not enough for the first 4 places or positions, so he hasn't reached the super pole right now. He's around he's a bit more than 1 second slower than De Ruija. Next one, Simba Laura over the line. He was a bit faster. The Nameless now a bit slower than his last lap, the 36.5. Looking through the field right now, yeah, Manuel again in pit, so maybe, yeah, he took new tires now, but he refilled the tank as well. Okay, that's a very strange thing he did there. Maybe without refilling the tank would be better. So Derush is still on position 1 with his 35.730. And Callum now on position 2. So again he could jump into the Super Pole. So we have currently Derush on position 1, Callum 2, 3 McMullen and 4 Simbalora. And Simbalora jumps now with a 35.895 to position 2. Very strong lap from him. The Nameless with a 36 now on position 3. So Callum 719 is now on the last position of the Super Pole and only 3,000ths of a second in front of position 5. In front of McMullen, the guy in the GTR. So it's very dangerous for Callum, so she should try to make another fast lap, maybe a 35 to secure his fourth position for the Super Pole, because that's very dangerous. And then there's a bigger gap between 5 and 6, so I think only McMullen can be very dangerous for Callum. So Simbalora now through the last 2 corners. And he drove a 36.2, so he couldn't go faster now. And the Nameless with a 35.9, very strong. And Callum cannot make it faster here. And now the drivers are parking. So when we look on the time on the left bottom of the thing, yeah, qual is over, we can read it now. So everyone is parking. And we can look to the timer monitor. So on position 1 we have Derush, and on position 2 very strong qualification we have Simbalora. On position 3 we have the Nameless. The first 4 very close, the first 5 very close. And then after position 6 there's a little gap then, about 1.5 seconds. But we know that qualification is always a bit different than the race. Maybe something to say would be also, we would appreciate it very much for a little tip for the EGT4M for better prices next season or more prices next season. So we would appreciate it very much if we get a little tip from you guys. And also the partner links and everything are in the description down below, our Discord links. So check out the description as well. And League B drives on Thursday this week. So yeah, we will have there a full driver grid when I look to the registrations for the next round. It's very interesting there as well, because the first 3 drivers are pretty close there, or very close there. VP Marcola and Psycho and also Rotec. We will also have here then in the middle of the main race we will have driver of the day voting, so I will post a link in the stream chat then, and everyone can vote then for his personal driver of the day. So yeah, Terusha, Simba, Laura, the Nameless and Callum heading to the Super Pole. So we are waiting now. The Super Pole will be driven with soft tires, so we will see the drivers already put the soft tires. Terusha on soft, Callum, Simba, Laura and also Callum. And the Nameless. The Nameless was the last from that 4 guys. And yeah, 35.6, a very good lap we saw here already in the League B qualification. I saw here also already 34 times from the League A. So we are waiting now for the reset of the lobby, and then the Super Pole starts with Callum, because he was on the 4th position in the qualification, so he starts first with his hot lap. Then comes the Nameless, then Simba Laura, and at the end the fastest guy of the qualification starts at last in the Super Pole. That will be the Terusha then. So we have now the reset. So now we are waiting for Callum to go. Callum is ready and he's now set to go. He's leaving the pits now on soft tires for his Super Pole. And we will see now what is possible with the soft tires. Because most of the time we saw the drivers only training with the medium tires. So I have no idea if the drivers have driven with soft tires. So now he's on his out lap. Let's jump in his bumper view. Now through the Pirelli corner. And we see here that the car is much more grip. Now to the Rind corner and the Red Bull Mobile corner. On the last corner. Red Bull Mobile corner, and now his Super Pole starts. Now flying through the first corner. Very hard on the limits here. Now to the hairpin. The Remus corner. Look pretty good till now. Now through the Rauch corner. Looked also very good. Again on bumper view for the Pirelli corner. Looked also very good. Went very wide there. Now trying to stay close to the apex. Very early on throttle. Looked pretty good this lap till now. Now through the last two corners. Now through the Red Bull Mobile corner, last corner, he goes a bit wide there. And it's a 35.8 for Callum. And we jump directly to the next driver, the Nameless. Bit laggy here. We have to look then, because it's very laggy from the Nameless here. So now we have in a second the first sector time. And he's almost 4/10 faster than Callum. So through the Rauch corner. Hopefully we can fix his legs before the sprint race. And now through the Pirellis again. We see him. Cannot really say if he take it good or not, because he's lagging so much right now. And he's still almost 2/10 faster than Callum. And now pretty hard legs. And it's a 35.3 we have here. So he's the fastest driver now. And the next car we'll see here will be the Mercedes SLS from Simba 2009 Laura, a German guy. Pretty good season till now. During the main races, very strong, both races. Now through the first corner. Let's jump in the bumper view. Let's see if he can go faster than the Nameless. We have no sector time now here. Looked also very good. Down to the Rauch corner. Hopefully we see the next sector time. Bit understeery here, out of the Rauch corner. Only 2 corners left here. Last corner will be that the next fastest lap here. No, it looks like the Nameless hit a pretty good lap here. And now the fastest guy of the qualification starts now his Super Pole in his BMW M4. Oh, he almost lost the car in the last corner. And let's see now the first sector. He was always very fast during the trainings. So now through the Remus corner. Yeah, Mike, it's true, BMW power. It's like it's your car as well in the EGT4M. Maybe that's why. Didn't know if we saw the sector time, the first sector time, but we are reaching the second sector time in a few seconds here. And he's 1/10 faster than the Nameless. So we see here another showdown after the 2 rounds, the 2 previous rounds. It was very close as well, and here it looks like it's again very close. We have a new pole setter here. Round 1 was Callum, round 2 was Batty 7, and now Derouche is very... It looks like that maybe it's a penalty, and he's 1/10 faster, so Derouche secured his first pole position here in the EGT4M. Congratulations to Derouche for his first Super Pole win here. So he got now the first 3 points of the day for reaching the Super Pole, 1 point, and for winning the Super Pole, 2 points. So he has now 2 points more. Congratulations. Yeah, it was a really nice lap, and we will go in a short break till the sprint race starts. So see ya in 1 or 2 minutes.
Trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end we will be one. In a trail of fire I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun.
So. We are back now for the sprint race. Sprint race, we start with the championship standings turned, so the first place of the championship starts at least. So right now we cannot do anything here. And we have to start here. Almost we missed it. I don't know why I couldn't got earlier. And De Ruige, we saw here, De Ruige lost many positions here. He went from first to 6, and Cullen, the championship leader, is now on position 1. And McMillan already on the inside to Simbalora. And McMillan still on position 1. He could make here a little gap between him and the second place. Let's see if there is somewhere damage, but no, we have no damage till now here. So we have no incidents till now. And Hiroshi already on position 5 again. And I'm pretty sure that he will overtake here and make his way through the field. Here are the drivers coming with their GT4 cars. On position 1 we have Callum, Simbalora on 2, 3, McMillan 4, Manuel, Deruche on 5, The Nameless on 6, 7, Darky, 8, Rabauke, 9, Akamako. And here McMillan is trying to overtake on the inside, but yeah, it was very clever from him not to go inside there, because they would lose so much time. And also Deruche is now trying to overtake. And it looks like McCallum made a little mistake there, but he can still manage. Security's place, Simbalora had to go a bit wide there, and there was an incident. There was an incident. Let's see if we see that incident again. Rabauke on the outside. Was he spinning alone? No, he was turned by Akamako. Ay, ay, ay. And there was also going wide from Manuel. Here we can also look what happened there. Ah, it looks like a driver mistake. Ah, that's very bad luck. And Hiroshi, let's look here, is already on position 2. Ah, he's giving everything. Touch the grass on the outside. And he drove a 36 too. McMillan on 3, Simbalora on 4. But the Nameless now on the inside. But he backed up. And that's maybe the chance for Darky. And Darky now in front of the Nameless on position 5. And it's like I said before, on the first corner overtaking is very dangerous. Yeah, and Akamako and Rabauke. And we see that already Deruche has overtaken Callum on the straight here up to the Remus corner. But let's see if Callum could make a... if he could fight back. Yeah, but we didn't see it anymore. But Deruche is still on position 1. So 6 laps to go after this lap. Let's jump in the bumper view of Callum. If he can get closer, 37.1 to 35.9, so pretty fast lap here. That was very hard on the track limits here. Let's see the top speeds. 200, 13, 14 and almost 220. And McMillan on the outside. Let's see that again on the outside. He was overtaking there Callum. Wow, very strong move. Very strong move here on the outside. And we see here McMullen going through the field with his GTR. On position 2 now. And the field is still pretty close. And Callum right behind McMullen. Can he fight back? Because the GTR in his nature is the suffering front tire at the end of the race. And Callum goes to the inside there maybe. Let's see the time, 36.7. And 2 cars behind him. Yeah, Callum had to back up there. And the Russia has a penalty there, 0.4 seconds, but the penalty will be away here most probably. And we see here very fast McMullen there, and there's almost, they crashed almost there. These 2 drivers fighted already in the last race 2 weeks ago. The Rouge was overtaking McMullen in the last lap in the first corner. And both have damage here. Maybe that's the chance for Callum. Very good driving of these guys there. Let's look fast here. Simalora still only 2 seconds behind them, 3 seconds behind only Darky, 4 seconds the Nameless, 7 Manuel. And here we saw the incident before, and here side by side again. And now they are 3 side by side. And Callum now on the inside. But he's braking a bit earlier, and De Ruige very late, and he was too late. And now De Ruige from 1 to 3 in one corner, and McMullen is leading now. And a championship leader on position 2. You guys can check in the stream the championship standings. And here Callum is overtaking, is now leading the race. McMullen was a bit braking late there in the Rauch corner. And Simalora is also there now. So we have 4 drivers now fighting for the win here. I wanted to say you can check the current driver championship, and De Ruige went to the inside and he's overtaking in the Pirelli corners. And he's now second again. So McMullen went from 1 to 3 in one lap, De Ruige from 1 to 2, and Callum from 3 to 1. So crazy racing from League B again. I wanted to say that you guys can check the current standings with the comments in the stream chat. If you press the, like the Nightbot has said earlier, the comment in the chat, if you write the comment in the chat, you will see the list of the available commands, sorry, not comments, commands in the stream chat. And McMillan have to leave a gap here between the first two now. And De Rouge is now leading again the race, side by side again. To the Pirelli corners. And they're touching, and now McMillan is going through. McMillan now in position 2. Oh my god, that's so close racing, and now Simbalora goes to the inside. No, he backed up now. And now in the stream, De Rouge get his fans there, and De Rouge is now leading the race. Very close, very hard racing here. I'm sorry that I'm not going and showing the cars behind also, because that's pretty close there. And McMillan now going to the inside and is overtaking now again De Rouge. So McMillan moved now in one lap from 3 to 1. And they are braking very late there. And again De Rouge to the inside, got a bit wheel spin out of the corner, and again side by side. That's the chance for Callum as well to go somewhere there. Hopefully there's enough space on the track for all that cars. And Callum goes to the inside. Oh my god, that was very late braking, and McMillan played a bit in the cards for Callum that did not close the door there and left a bit of a gap there. And Callum now on position 2. On position 1 we have De Rouge. And the Nameless on a strong 5th position. On 6 we have Darky, Rabauke on 7. On 8 we have Akamako, and 9 we have Manuel. There looks like he had a few more incidents than this one, and De Rouge almost lost the car there. And McMillan, Simbalora got a penalty there. And they go side by side there. Is Simbalora goes to the inside now. He backed up there. Oh, and McMillan went very wide there. And now Simbalora goes to the inside. Tries to overtake here. And McMillan always very late there, a bit too late there, and if he brakes a bit earlier there, maybe he has a better exit of this corner, because his GTR is very good on exits because of the 4-wheel drive. What our first two guys are doing up front there. There's a gap from 0.6 of a second. Tire wear is almost the same. Almost the same is the fuel. We see that De Rouge has a bit more than Callum. Simbalora has much more. The SLS is very good on fuel, and he has overtaken McMillan there. Maybe we can watch it in the replay. Not anymore, that was after the overtake. And McMillan is back through. Let's see if we can see that. They are overtaking so fast, these drivers. I almost missed all the action. Yeah, he went a bit wide there. And McMillan could go to the inside. But we jump directly back. Yeah, and the gap is almost 1 second here. McMillan on 3 now. Simbalora on 4, and the Nameless is still now on a fastest lap, and it's also already the last lap. And De Rouge now flying a bit away there. But the tires on Callum's car are a bit better, and De Rouge almost lost the car there. He was a bit too much on the limit there, but he could catch the car. Look here, Darky on position 6, very strong for the newcomer in the EGT4M. And for these drivers, it's not working that good today, but we have much more races this season. And congratulations goes to De Ruige for a very entertaining race. Thank you very much for that. And congratulations to the first place. Also congratulations to Callum, to our German friend. And here, who's on position? Thimbalor went to the third place at the end. McMahon lost the third place on the finish lane by not even 1/10 of a second. And the Nameless almost reached the fourth place, so that was pretty close. Very strong also from Darky, 612. And Rabauke on position 7. On position 8, Manuel. It could go much better. And at the beginning of the race I said that De Ruige lost very much many places. Of course not, because now the drivers are starting from the super pole. That was my mistake. I forgot my own rule change. So yeah, congratulations again to De Ruige for that entertaining and very hard fighted victory. So I say thank you now to all drivers, and also hello to all in the stream which were coming to watch this League B races. We see here on the right the next event on Thursday the 25th of October. So in 2 days we see the League A here. We will see there again very much action like in the last race on Blue Moon. We are also partnered with Fanatec and MMOGA, Game Card and Game Keys. Links are all in this description, or you click on the links from the stream bot in the chat. You can click there. Also you can go to our homepage on EGT4M.com to check out our championships. So thank you very much again to all League B drivers for that very entertaining sprint race. And now we are starting with the qualification results here. So De Ruige will now be the pole setter. So we drive now with the formation lap. So, and we are going again to a short break to set the grid for the main race. So, I hope that you guys stay in the stream, watch the main race as well. We see there then pit stops and strategy as well. And I want also to say, if you like the stream, if you like the EGT4M, if you want to support me or the EGT4M, we would appreciate very much any donation. The donation link is in the description of this stream. So yeah, then we hear us in a few minutes.
Much too weak to jump yourself. a trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end we will be one. In a trail of fire I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. The trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. So
So, the race will start in around 15 seconds. We start again. We start from the qualification results, so we have the Razer on pole position. So hopefully we see again a race like we saw it now. 45 minutes is the duration around, so we have 30 laps now. 29 plus 1 formation lap. So let's see the start now. We have the formation lap. Hopefully all drivers have not forgotten about the formation lap. Okay, it looks like 2 drivers were not there. And it looks like the host has a disconnect. We had the same like last week. We had exactly the same disconnect in the main race. Okay, very strange, because the host is still in my party, so it has to be from GT Sports. Very bad, because like I said, we had 2 weeks ago exactly the same. So, but yeah, we will set up a new lobby and start the race as fast as possible. But yeah, that's the daily stuff we get here on GT Sports. So I will make a bit music in the background. I hope it's not too loud, the music. If the music is too loud, you have to say it, only that it's not too quiet here. So the lobby is already up again. Almost 9 drivers in there. So again, hello everyone in the stream, and welcome to the EGT4M. We had to restart the lobby because the lobby crashed like 2 weeks ago. So the drivers are joining again. I will make faster change to here. So yeah, we see here on the right the poster for the next race from League A, powered by Fanatec, live on YouTube on my YouTube channel, Thursday 25th of October. Maybe we see cows there, maybe we see cows now during the main race. Our pretty cows there from the poster. Yeah, I would be happy, or we would be happy, if we see you guys again on Thursday for League A. Marco Lab, Psycho Rotec, then Crazy John will be there, then Cobra will be there. So we will see plenty of very good drivers there. We are starting with 35 liters. Yeah, it's like it stands here now. 35 liters is the starting fuel. 30 laps, 29 laps racing with a formation lap. We start from the result of the Super Pole and the qualification we did earlier today, the beginning of the stream. And now we try to start the main race as fast as possible. The Nameless has to join the grid, and then we are almost ready to go here. So we are setting now the grid for the main race again. Main race will be around 45 minutes. So 30 laps, pit stops. Hopefully close fighting again, like in the sprint race now. 4 drivers fighting for the victory in the sprint race. Derusha was the driver at the end who could gain the big points in the sprint race. We drive now here also. And I'm glad also to see Grisou now. To see Grisou now in the lobby, because he was coming later today. So we have 10 drivers now starting. Grisou starts now from the 10th position. So we switch now to the stream here again. With the drifting Derusha. And we see here final will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are ready to go. Good luck to all drivers. The winner of the sprint race now in pole position after he won the Super Pole. So everything was working perfect till now. So now the formation lap. Derusha will make the tempo. Not too fast, not too slow. So hopefully we see a good formation lap now. League B was not that good in the formation laps the previous 2 rounds. So hopefully we see a good formation lap now. So all drivers are driving slow now. The formation starting, the earliest possible start is during the grid positions. The Nameless still a bit laggy there. Hopefully it's not that bad, because in our rules stands if a driver is lagging too much, now we can take him out of the race, because it looks very dangerous. So, wir sehen jetzt, now I start talking in German because here we are driving in Austria. So we are going now out of the last corner. Good luck to all drivers. And race start, De Ruijse on position 1. Rabauke a bit late there. De Ruijse made the best out of his position, and the winner of the sprint race is also leading the main race now. Callum, the leader of the championship, on position 2. The Nameless on position 3. McMillan on position 4 and 5. And there's a big gap between the first 5 drivers and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hopefully the legs are making no incidents here, because we don't want to take the Nameless here out of the race, because if it gets too dangerous for other drivers, there is no other option for us. But right now it's still okay, I would say. But yeah, maybe it's only lagging for me. Now we can display all and also turn off the names over the cars. Looks better. Now we are on Simbalora. Very strong sprint race, and but he's always better during the main races, so maybe we see a top 3 end position from him again. Darky, our new car, he slides a bit over the limits there, but he was not gaining their time, so there will be no actions. Yeah, but here maybe we see overtake. Manuel, our Portuguese friend, on the overtake now, but he's on the outside. Late braking also from Darky. And Grisou started from position 10. So, and there, why is McMillan that far behind? Let's see if we see it. Yeah, he's already there. Looks like he made a mistake and he has already also damage. And that would be the perfect race day for De Ruijse. He's leading now by 3 seconds in front of Callum and the Nameless. Simbalora on position 4 still, and Darky could close the gap a bit on position 5 after he defended himself against Manuel. And Rabauke now again has overtaken Grisou. Oh, and Mako lost his car. What happened there? Let's see again what happened there. He was too much to the inside and he lost the car there. Let's jump back to the Razer, and he's already 4 seconds in front. 35.4 against 37.2, 37.3. But we see that drivers here, Simalora drives here with hard tires. So he's on a completely other strategy. Maybe he's not changing his tires. We will see. But for hard tires he is pretty good right now, still on position 4. The Nameless also still on position 3. Callum on position 2 and Razer on position 1, and he is flying with his BMW. Think maybe one more lap we see here. We went a bit wide there. And we saw here 34.9, but now he made a mistake. And the Nameless is right behind Callum. I think that would be the best position of the Nameless till now, a 3rd place. But he comes closer in the slipstream and closer, but he's not attacking. And we see that Darky has overtaken Simbalora. So he is now on position 4. Very strong from our newcomer. But Simalora on a completely different strategy. So maybe he tries to drive with 1 pit stop less, because the pit stops here are pretty long. Chrisu on position 7, and he gets a touch there from McMullen. But what the Rush is here doing is pretty good. 34.9. Pretty good lap. And yeah, now almost all drivers coming to pits, but I think Simbalora and the Nameless were saving a bit fuel and they can drive 1 lap more. Let's see, the Ruiz stands very long, so maybe he's also now, yeah, that tank is completely full now. Callum on a bit other strategy. He was not refilling completely and is now in front of the Ruizer. And he has, it looks like he has also not changed the tires. Yeah, he has not changed the tires. The Ruizer has changed the tires. Rabauke now in the pits on position 10. Yeah, and we hear now the repairs of his car. Yeah, we have now, I think I put that a bit to the right that we see the laps better. And we see here 6 from 30 laps. And the Nameless, now the leader of the race, is now in the pits. Simbalora as well. I think he will stay with the hard tires. Pit crew has to work very fast now to bring that car fast back on the track surface. And he's going out now. Yeah, that's true. Like in the stream chat, you guys have written it's a very fair race till now. Haven't seen anything right now. And they are going almost side by side. The Nameless has not refilled completely as well. So only around 75% of fuel he has taken now. Oh no, we have in the lead, we have Callum, then De Ruige, but with new tires. Then the Nameless on position 3, also with new tires. Then Manuel on position 4. On position 5 we have Simbaloro still with his hard tires. And I'm looking forward to his strategy, because it looks like that he's driving with one pit stop less maybe. He's driving now completely, he stays outside till his tank is completely empty, I think. We'll see at the end what that strategy brings for him. Darky, our newcomer, on position 6 from Germany. McMullen on position 7. Grisou on 8, he started from 10, so he gained 2 positions. Akamako on 9 with his Lamborghini Huracan GT4. And Rabauke, after his crash and his engine damage, on position 10. Not really his day today, but there are many more races this season where he can recover. But it's really nice to see that also that the drivers are on different strategies. Also, if we look the livery of Callum's silver or grey golden McLaren GT4 looks pretty awesome with the golden wheels. But the Ruige comes closer and closer, he gets bigger and bigger in his mirrors. And Manuel gets bigger and bigger in the Nameless mirrors, because he has not so much. Yeah, but the fuel is almost the same, because the Nameless has not refilled that much during the pit stops. And Mark went wide there, so most probably that a penalty as well. Yeah, that's a penalty as well. Here now comes the overtake. Oh, that looked a bit like blocking. So guys, we don't want to see blocking here, because it changed around 3 times the directions. And De Ruige, yeah, he opened the brakes again. And he went a bit wide there. That brake opening there left him wide there. So De Ruige now on position 1. With pretty fast laps. So we have the current standings. On position 1 we have De Ruige again, then on position 2 we have Callum 719. Then on position 3 we have the Nameless, on position 4 we have Manuel, On position 5, our new EGT4M driver. Then Simba, Laura, McMullen, Grisou, Mako and Rabauke. And Akamako now again not on the track surface anymore. Yeah, Mike, I think I put the Nightbot around 21, then 19 and 17, something like that. Not everything comes right behind each other, but yeah, it looks like, yeah, for next stream I have to put it a bit longer. That's the first time in this stream I used the Nightbot, and maybe it has to be adjusted a bit more. But yeah, I will see that in the next stream in 2 days for League A. So for everyone who likes the EGT4M, on Thursday, so in 2 days we have the League A here on the Austrian track here, and the Nameless goes to the inside. No, he's backing up again. Yeah, in 2 days we have the League A here on the Austrian Grand Prix here on the Red Bull circuit. Yeah, it will be also very exciting race, I think. We have plenty good drivers there. Very competitive racing also in League A like here in League B. Yeah, it's more a toy that I not have to type in that stuff here in the stream chat that's doing the bot. So it's okay. And it's for free, of course. And here the Nameless now side by side with Callum, but Callum on the inside, so most probably he will stay up front there. And that's perfect now for the Ruige, that these two drivers are fighting there. And Mare comes closer and closer as well. But it looks like Simalora made somewhere a mistake, because he went from position 4 to position 6, so maybe he made a mistake there. And let's see now, the fuel is almost the same, but Callum goes to the pit, so it looks like he changed the tires now that the tires are at the end. Let's see where Callum comes out. So most probably he puts now the tank completely full, and new tires, of course. And here Manuel and the Nameless are pretty close now. And Manuel here pretty hard on the limit, because he has almost no fuel anymore. It's only, I think, around 15 to 10% left in the tank, so that's maybe why he's that fast right now. But I have to say, on 4th position, Darky612. He had his pre-qualification last week. He was in the midfield of League B. He qualified for League B. And yeah, it looks pretty decent, his performance today. So we are looking very forward to his performances here now in the main race, of course, because we have many another laps here. So we should also not forget that I will post in a few minutes the driver of the day voting link in the stream chat, so you can vote for your driver of the day. The driver of the day will get also another 1 point for the driver championship, so you can support with 1 point your favorite driver here in the EGT4M, or the driver who you think is the driver of the day for this race day. And for the Razer, looks not very bad here, 5 seconds in front, 1 pit stop already done. On position 2 the Nameless. Then on position 3 we have the Portuguese guy Manuel Darky. On position 4, on 5 we have Simbalora. 6 McMullen, the guy who made a mistake at the beginning of the race and went to the last position back, is now back to the 6th position, and I'm pretty sure that he will gain maybe 1 position more. Callum now, he's now on position 7. He made already 2 pit stops, that's why he's now on position 7. Grisou, the driver who made no qualification today and also missed the sprint race because of work, and he joined us, like he said, right before we started the main race. Then Rabauke with his completely used day today. And Akamako after many mistakes on position 10. But I'm pretty sure that he will come back stronger in 2 weeks for Monza. Yeah, in 2 weeks I can tell you guys that we drive Monza with the EGT4M. So we fly to Italy, to the high-speed circuit in the Autodromo Nazionale Monza. Like, I would predict that the McLaren will be faster and the Corvette will be faster, and of course a GTR, because GTR is a top speed car. I think for a GTR, and also the Viper, I forgot the Viper, Giovanni in the Viper will also have a very strong car there. And Darky is now attacking Manuel. It looks like Manuel's making the signal that he's going to the pits. Yeah. That was very good from him, that he gave the sign for Darky that he went to the pit. And now we have Darky on position 3. 14 seconds behind the Ruische. Very, very good race from him till now. On position 4 we have still on the hot tires our German friend in the SLS, in the Mercedes, Simba 2009 Laura. Like, we can try writing in the stream chat something like B standings. Let's try it if that's working. If the bot is writing the standings after 2 rounds. Yeah, here we see it, like in the stream chat. On position 1 we have Callum in the McLaren with 58 points. On position 2 Buddy after his sprint race win and his 3rd place in the main race 2 weeks ago on Blue Moon Bay in field A. Then on position 3 we have Mark van Hayes, the guy who had he was already in the plane to fly here from USA to Austria, but in the last moment he had to work today, so he could not participate here in this race here in Austria. Very sad that we miss him here in the Kinder chocolate Lamborghini. And yeah, and then on position 4 we have the Ruische, the guy who, yeah, drives here very comfortable. On position 1 It looks like till now, if nothing happens, that he will get here all points possible. He reached the Super Pole, he won the Super Pole, so 3 points from there. Then he had the fastest lap in the sprint race, he has the fastest lap right now in the main race. And he is on the way to win here the main race also here on the Red Bull circuit. So that will be big points here. And Simalora on position 3 and on position 4. So it looks like Darky, let's see, yeah, Darky was in the pit. Yeah, he drove with a chocolate Lamborghini. You can watch the streams from 2 weeks ago from Blue Moon Bay. He's driving his Kinder chocolate Lamborghini. Looks awesome. I'm not calling him Mark van Hayes in the race. I'm calling only our Kinder chocolate guy is driving. So yeah, everybody knows exactly who I meant in this moment. Also for all drivers who want to know more about the EGT4M, you can type in always EGT4M info. You get then all infos for the EGT4M like BOP. Here you see the homepage EGT4M.com, the balance of power of the EGT4M, then the season 2 schedule you see here, and the current standing of course as well. So check out our stuff on the homepage, the news and everything. Mark van Hayes, our flying reporter, is currently still writing the pre-race from the post-race from Blue Moon. So that will be online in the next days as well. It's always nice to read his post-race stuff, what he writes for EGT4M. The Razer goes very often wide in the first corner, so hopefully the stewards will not check that. Yeah, McMillan on position 2, but he will go, I think, after that lap into the pits. Simalor still on hard tires. And McMillan goes wide there. His tires, his front tires, like I said at the beginning, that the GTR suffers from the tires after many laps very hard. Like all four-wheel drive cars. Darky on position 7, but he was already in the pit. The Nameless on position 5, and Manel almost lost the car there, but he catched it. Callum, the current championship leader, but it looks like that the Razer will take the championship lead after that flawless racing here on the Austrian circuit. But the Razer's tires are very done as well, so it looks like he will go into the pits after this lap as well. And also again, welcome to our stream here in the EGT4M. I hope you like the stream. I hope you like the EGT4M. We work very hard on that series with 2 leagues. League B always on Tuesday and League A always on Thursday in a 2-week rhythm. So we see on Thursday, so in 2 days, the League A with Marcola, Psycho and Cobra, Crazy John, one of our famous drivers. League A is also very competitive. We will have around 12 drivers, maybe 14 drivers. I think we have 14 drivers on Thursday. Also Sabalu, our new EGT4M driver, who was very competitive on Blue Moon but had a disconnect in the main race, and we have the leader here in the pits now. Let's see what he is doing, what for strategy he's going. And Simhalora is still out of track. It looks like that he's only doing 1 pit stop here. So 2 pit stops with the first, of course, but yeah, you have to make this first one. Callum has to go to the pit again in a few laps as well. Yeah, Callum could not find his pace like he had on St. Croix, the round 1. He has a very used day on Blue Moon because we have 1 deleted round, that the worst round will get deleted. So yeah, I mean, this round here is not bad because he is 3rd in the in the qualification, so he reached the Super Pole. He also was 2nd place in the sprint race, and now he's on a 3rd place here in the main race. The Rouge is simply too fast because the BMW goes or works very good. He suits perfect like the Porsche 911 RSR on the Nürburgring circuit. The M4 works very good here. Also on Blue Moon he worked very good. On Monza maybe I see other cars very strong, like this one here, or this one here will be pretty fast on Monza. Also this guy here. And of course the GTR will be there fast as well. Maybe the fastest car there on Monza. Yeah, blue flags now for Rabauke. So, and now it's the time. I will post now the link for the driver of the day. So now comes the driver of the day voting. Vote for your driver of the day. The driver of the day winner will gain 1 point more. And in the meanwhile we see here an attack from Simbalora. But the Rouge has the better tires, but still very competitive from Simalora, and maybe that's the right strategy. And Callum now out of the pits, 8 laps to go. And McMillan also. The lap cars will, I think, was ghosted because it was a very dangerous corner there, and I think that Rabauke was going into the autopilot, I think, and in the autopilot the cars get ghosted, I think, and that's the reason, because I think he was in the autopilot and that's why he was completely ghosted there, to let Simalora pass there, or Callum pass there. And Simalora now, when I get him, no, Simalora for his really first pit stop here, so he drove now with hard tires, very good strategy I think. But he will stay here well long now, but Manuel has to go to the pits as well, and we have here Nameless now on position 2, and on position 3 I have Darky. But McMillan is flying behind him closer and closer, and he went a bit wide there. And Simalora came out on position 4, right behind Darky, and he has now the best tires, but he put again hard tires. So do not forget to vote for your driver of the day. Right now Simalora is leading the driver of the day voting, so vote for your driver, don't forget it, if you want that your driver gets 1 point more in the championship. And Darky moves to the pit. Maybe he takes new tires, because no damage there. And McMillan fights now against Simalora. 6 laps to go, side by side. Yo, hi Will. How are you? Are you excited for Thursday's race, where you're competing in? Nice to see you here in the stream. Will is one of our League A drivers. And the fight is still not over between Simalora and McMillan. Let's bump in the rear view. The GTR is very good out of corners, but he suffers a bit. But we see here how good that GTR comes out of the corners. Oh, that was great, that was late. And that was an incident. Oh, and where went Simalora? Oh my god, Simalora. Scar is dead. Oh my god. Let's see that again. What happened there? Ah shit, a little touch and then yeah. Ay. That was a poor GT Sports incident. I have to say I'm a bit sad now, because he made a very good race till there and he recovered on position 7. Too bad, really. So, we have Darky on position 5, Callum on 4, 3 McMillan, 2 on is Nameless now, and on position 1 is De Ruige, and the Nameless is still close to De Ruige, so De Ruige still cannot make any mistake here. Yeah, that's true. That it was not really a mistake, it was such a pure stupid incident. I think it was completely not, because Callum, I know Callum, he's also from my clan or my team from GT Sports, and he's a very calm and very nice guy, and I think that was completely I think he didn't, of course nobody wants to kill other guy's race, but that was a really bad luck incident there. But of course that helps nobody, because Simbalora's race is completely destroyed now. Maybe he can recover on position 6, because his pace is extremely good with the hard tires. Let's see again through the field, yeah, and the Nameless, if we look here, comes closer and closer, and we have 3 laps to go. After this lap we have 2, and we see that the Nameless comes closer, because it was 3.1 1 lap ago, and we have now 2.6 seconds. Yeah, McMillan is too far away, Callum as well. Darky very strong on position 5. On 6 we have Simalora, so he has overtaken already Manel. And Rabauke in the pits now. Takes new tires, and his engine is again completely broken. His mechanics has very much work to do here in Austria. But we see he lost a bit more time now, 2.8. The tires are slightly better on the Ferrari of Nameless. And he has a lesser fuel. Also there McMillan on position 3, but he could close the gap a bit if look, yeah, 37.7 was the last lap, and 37.3 from the Nameless, and the Nameless is now comes closer and closer, and he has the victory in front of his eyes. So maybe he can go over his abilities right now and can push the Ferrari here in the last 2 laps. It's like the same we had on Blue Moon, but De Rouge was the guy who tried to close the gap to McMillan at the end, and now De Rouge is in this position now that he gets attacked maybe in the last lap from the Nameless in the Ferrari. And let's see here, 2 laps to go. We stay on that, guys, here, because here is the race decision now. First corner, Rind corner I say. The first corner. He made a little mistake there. You can see already that he loses a bit time on the straight. But the BMW is not the fastest car on straight. And he drives there close, comes closer. And he lost there again time, 1.6, 1.7. Can he get closer? He overdrives the car now, he wants too much. Yeah, here he was too slow now in these corners and he loses now. He was already almost under 1 second and he lost now very much time here in this lap. And let's see the times now. 37.6 and 38, yeah, that lap was not good. He would have needed a lap like the lap before, a 36. But there's no room for any mistake for De Rouge. Maybe he has to fuel save. Both have very less fuel now. But out of that corner, the Ferrari loses a bit time in every lap. Maybe he's too aggressive there, or it could also be that the traction control is the time he loses there. And De Rouge went a bit wide there, looked like he went a bit wide there. But here now to overtake would be very hard, I think. The last lap was too slow for Nameless. The time, that 1 second he lost there, is now the time which he's missing here now. And he went wide there, but yeah. And congratulations, De Rouge, flawless race day here for him. And also congratulations to the Nameless for the 2nd position. And McMillan recovers his bad race start. He went from position 3 to 10 at the beginning of the race, and he went back to the 3rd position. He would be maybe a very hard contender for De Rouge without that mistakes, and he is going to position 3 here to the podium in the main race. And Callum on position 4, the championship leader, finished this race on P4. On P5, the newcomer, very strong race from him. Simbalora, yeah, with that incident, it would be maybe much more possible. Maybe also he would attack De Rouge at the end. Manuel in the Hyundai Genesis on position 7. And Grisou started from position 10. He came later today. He finished on position 8 Rabauke and Mako on 9 and 10 already over the finish lane. So congratulations to all drivers. Very fair races. We had one incident from between Callum and Simalora. So congratulations to the number 88 League B. Pole position, fastest lap, sprint race victory, main race victory. There's nothing more to reach. So again, congratulations. I was saving the replay. So then we will invite the guys here for a fast interview here. McMillan. And Deruische, our flawless winner today. And the nameless. The nameless. Where's that? Here. The nameless. Hello there, Ruige. I only inviting fast and then I have to change. I have to invite here different, the nameless. No, not like that. So okay, now we have fast to change the settings.
Yeah, okay.
So now we are back. So here. Now we are back, we are back. So, say something, Deruisha?
Hello, guys.
Yeah, I
At
think
home.
I see that we can hear you. Yeah. What should I say? Super Bowl. You reached the Super Bowl, you won the qualification, then you won the Super Bowl as well with a very good lap. Then, yeah, from position I think position 8, 7, 8 in the sprint race, and then the victory in the sprint race, and after that a very good formation lap and the race win at the end in the main race. There cannot be more. There are no more points to get, I think, for one race day. So
Yeah,
what are your feelings now after that race here?
yeah, of course happy that I grabbed all the points that are possible. Um, but I wasn't quite happy with my pole lap, as I lost a lot of time. I made some stupid mistakes. I was like Vettel cracking under pressure. Uh, but after that, the sprint race, I had a very bad start. I just wasn't paying attention. But then McMullen and I think it was Simbalora, I'm not sure. They touched and that got me back into second, and then I challenged Callum for the win. The sprint race was very close. We had like 4 leaders in like 2 laps, just switching and
Yeah,
switching. I made a mistake and I had oversteer and I crashed into McMullen and I got damage and I think he got damage too, so I want to apologize to him. But yeah, I got a win. Uh, and then main race, yeah, a bit boring for me. No, not much overtakes, only 2. And yeah, got the win.
but at the
So
end it was
happy
still
about
pretty
it.
close in the main race. You
Yeah, there were 5 laps remaining, and I wasn't paying attention to fuel, and then it went red, and I was like, "What?" And I saw that I had just 3 laps of fuel remaining, so I needed to like a maniac. But in the end, I won, so happy.
And yeah, the race, the sprint race, I talk with you a bit more because the other two guys, they cannot come to the party right now. So McMullen and the nameless. But yeah,
Yeah,
um, the sprint race, it was crazy to watch, and in the stream chat also they wrote that it was really crazy. There were 3 cars side by side driving through corners and everything. We had one
yeah,
time you were in position 1 and you went in one lap from 1 to 4 and then back to 2 to position 2, then back to 3, and then you were suddenly on position 1, and I not even saw where you overtook everyone there.
yeah,
It was completely
yeah. It
crazy.
switched a lot.
It switched
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy, yeah. And about because we had for the stream here we had BOP changes for the BMW because the BMW were suffering a lot about the fuel because the car
Yes.
could went I think 2 laps less or 3 laps less than all other cars. So
Yeah,
I was testing I think 500 kilometers with that car on one day, only testing the fuel and everything. And what do you
hmm
think about the changes? Are they good or?
yeah. Uh, they The lap times are exactly the same. I was 34.8 in training before the BOP changes, and after it I was exactly the same times. So
And the fuel?
it's just, yeah, the fuel it still drinks a lot, but if you manage it well, it's only 1 lap less than the other guys.
Yeah, but because I tried to, because if you look to um the RPM and where the 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 car has the power, the power band of the car, you see that it's very flat, so you can shift very early with that car. And I could
Yeah,
manage to go 1 lap lesser than with the Viper, for example. The Viper is very fuel saving because you can shift very
yeah,
early there as well, and I could reach 1 lap lesser than the Viper. So for me, it was okay like that, and the lap times were pretty. It was good, and the tire wear was also very high in my opinion before I changed the
oh,
POP for the
yeah.
BMW, and I think that
I
tire wear is good as well now.
Yeah, I had almost no tire wear. I was thinking about not even changing the tires, but I thought, nah, I'm changing them to make sure. So there was almost no tire wear for me.
So, and also I want to say, yeah, I'm looking now for a driver of the day voting, and yeah, Simba Laura had 100%, so all votes went to him.
Well, congratulations to him.
Yeah, so Simba Laura won the driver of the day voting for today's race. So
Congrats to him.
So yeah, congratulations for that. So 1 point more for Simba Laura. It was a pretty bad luck for him because Callum touched him on the rear during the last 2 corners and he crashed into the pit wall because he was in a crazy strategy with hard tires. He was really competitive with the hard tires, and he could manage
Yeah.
only with one pit stop to go there. And I think at the end he would be a problem for you as well. But yeah, there was
Yeah.
an incident at the end, and yeah, pretty bad luck for him. I'm really sorry for that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Congrats on him for winning drive of the day.
so but yeah, I think everything is said about
Yeah.
the race today. I say
Yeah.
thank you for driving, and congratulations
Yeah, no
again.
problem.
And we see us in
Thank-
2
yeah,
weeks
thank-
on Monza.
Yeah. See you in 2 weeks.
So yeah,
Bye.
I'm also saying thank
Bye.
you. I'm also saying thank you to the stream, and yeah, we will see us in 2 weeks for League B again, and in 2 days we see us again. So on Thursday, 25th of October, for the League A here on the Red Bull circuit. Who will win there? We will see. But I'm pretty sure that the race will be there, as close as here the League B. So yeah, see you in 2 days, guys. Goodbye. Or good night. Gute Nacht.
Come touch me like I'm an ordinary man. Have a look in my eyes. Underneath my skin there is a violence. It's got a gun in its hands. Ready to make sense of anyone, anything, anyone, anything, anyone, anything.